Don't do this trail if you're claustrophobic, guys. Welcome to Mesa Verde National Park. So we have been driving on the Mesa Loop Trail. What you do is you drive down the road and then you stop off on each of the overlooks and the trails to see all the cliff dwellings and houses and stuff. So right now we are on the Pueblos and Pit Houses Trail. Hopefully we'll be able to see something from this one, so let's check it out. So this is one of the pit houses here. It's saying that this was the first one that seemed to have been destroyed by fire. And then they built this one here as a replacement. And yeah, look how cool that is. I guess it's called a pit house because it's in a pit. So those of you who have not heard of Mesa Verde, because I know I didn't before I even came to Colorado and started looking at all the national parks, the main attractions here are the Native American houses that are here like in the cliffs and stuff. Also the views and the scenery is beautiful as well. And then I heard that there's like no recollection of what happened to the people that lived here. It just seemed like they got up and left one day. And yeah, so it's well preserved. It's crazy how these things last over time and they're still here, so that's pretty crazy.
Currently in the village of the Pueblo people. It's pretty neat just looking at the different styles of buildings that they used to create from the different years that they lived in the area. And it's very different from one building to another. They say, you know, sometimes they would have to rebuild it every 10 to 20 years depending on like the material they use would just disintegrate or the wood would rot and they'd have to replace it. So it's pretty neat seeing the differences of the buildings that they made and how it actually looked on, you know, on the map with like the wood above it and people inside and stuff. So.
Just imagine the work it took to build all this, like the digging and all the like handmade stuff that they did. It's so crazy. And just think about the tools they had, like rocks, stones, sticks, literally all they had to make the houses that they live in. Oh, I can't imagine.
So behind me in this huge canyon, there's a huge lookout where you can see the different types of villages, and there's even a magnifying lens where you can see the different actual houses that they have. And for one instance, there's a cave over there if you can look at it, and inside that cave you can actually see a miniature building from what we just saw earlier. They would kind of incorporate those building structures, move them closer to the sources of water or food, whatever they had, and they'd build their houses and kind of live in communities in that area. So it's pretty neat. All their houses are built inside the actual cave and canyon to kind of give them more protection and more defensive structures.
Would you look at that? So amazing. What I would do to go in there and tour around. So just a little COVID fact, you can tour these little dwellings here normally, but they close them for COVID. So this is probably, this little area is the closest you can get to the houses. So a little upsetting, but if you're here once everything clears off, that is something that would probably be worth doing. Look, we found one up close. A big, huge one. This is called the Sun Temple. How cool is that? You see anything?
I'm stuck.
You see anything?
Yeah, walls. Stone walls, clay walls, dirt walls, yep.
They're not really sure exactly what this building was for, but there was evidence that there was no roof on top of it, so they're thinking it was built for celestial observations. There's the Cliff Palace here. This is I think it's the biggest one in the park. So I feel like you can say this about all national parks. Get here early. We got into the park, probably the park entrance at 8. It does take a little bit drive to get to the cliff dwelling sites, but we made the whole loop probably in about an hour, and we saw maybe like 3 people the whole way we were here, 3, 4, 5 people. And like I said, we missed the very first stop, so we just went back around, and now it's so much busier. At each stop you have like at least 5 people, and we basically had the whole loop to ourselves. So definitely get here early if you want to be one of the only ones in the popular sites. So we are braving the Petroglyph Point Trail. It's 2.4 miles and about 2 hours long, and it'll take us through this little canyon where we can see the cool little petroglyphs. So that's what we're doing now. We just started the trail. Don't do this trail if you're claustrophobic, guys. This is already my favorite hike, and we're not even halfway through it. Like, so cool. What a view from our trail. I know I keep saying that.
There's almost like mushrooms up there.
Mushrooms?
Clay colored rock.
Oh, yeah.
I like mushrooms.
Right there.
I guess I'm hungry.
We have our lunches. Found the cave. Look how awesome. This would be a good spot for lunch. Lunch?
Sure.
We found the petroglyphs. Look how freaking cool.
Look at handprints.
Handprints. Oh yeah. Wow. Look, museum. Somehow we have to cross this.
It's supposed to get kind of sketch.
Yeah, I'm gonna put the camera up. See you in a minute. Okay, that sketchy area wasn't as sketchy as we thought. It was like so short, and now we're back on like a rock paved trail. Should be an easy hike from here. It's about a mile left back to where we started, and yeah. Statistics for this hike, I say it's probably moderate. You probably should have some type of hiking experience before you do it, because there was like 1 or 2 rock climbing, not like a big rock climbing, but like you had to hop over some rocks, and they were literally walking on the cliff the whole time. So if your knees are bad, if you can't walk well, if you can't lift your leg up, to a ledge and pull yourself up, yeah, you're not for you. Right. So yeah, I'd say probably moderate. It's not the hardest hike we've ever done. I think we only gained about a total of 700 or 800 feet in elevation from the bottom of it when we started, so it's not too hard of a hike. No, but I think this was my favorite hike. We have done, it's very close to the, what's it called? Emerald Lake hike at Rocky Mountain. I still like the Deer Mountain Trail was my favorite. Really? Wow. But we have a lot more hikes to go, so we'll see if this is the reigning winner. But yeah, the petroglyphs were just that one panel that you guys saw. It'd be really cool if there was a lot more, but I think it was definitely worth the hike. Just the views was worth the hike, so wow, so cool. I have a feeling we are almost back to where we started. So we've had a fantastic day here at Mesa Verde National Park. We want to thank each and every single one of you for watching our videos, and also if you like content like this, make sure you like the video and also subscribe to our channel if you haven't subscribed yet, and turn on the notification bell, because we're going to be posting 2 videos every single week. Yes. Thank you guys so much for watching. Stay tuned for more travel content. Bye.